Vicosat-1 is a mini satellite developed by students of which state? Tamil Nadu. Ambubachi Mela, Mela means festival, is mainly celebrated in which state? Assam. Which initiative of Andhra Pradesh won the 2026 Food Planet Prize? Andhra Pradesh Community Managed Natural Farming. Sirsa Kinnow, which recently received a GA tag, which means Geographical Indication Tag, belongs to which state? Haryana. Which Indian business leader received the 2026 Leadership Award from US India Strategic Partnership Forum, USI SPF? Sunil Bharati Mittal. Which state or union territory has launched Lakpati Bitiya Yojana for welfare of girls? Delhi. Which municipal corporation won the fourth Gender Equality Mobilization, which means GM Award? Guntur Municipal Corporation, Andhra Pradesh. Which state is the host of the 8th Kelo India Youth Games 2026? Telangana. Which state government launched Durga Squad to enhance women's safety and security in municipal and commissariat areas? West Bengal. Which state has been recognized by Niti Aayog as the Ginger Capital of India? Mizoram State. Which country won the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2026 title? Australia. Second place, England. Which state government launched the Netanna Bharosa scheme? Andhra Pradesh. According to Global Capability Center's Commercial Property Rental Index GCC CPRI, which city has topped? Hyderabad, Telangana. India secured its highest ever rank in the UN United Nations Sustainable Development Goals SDG Index 2026. What is India's rank? 94th rank. Finland secured first place in the world, second place in the world Sweden, third place in the world Denmark. Who is the author of the book titled Apanapan Narendra Modi Sang Mere Anubhav? Shivrang Singh Chauhan. Who is the author of the book Mahatma, a Great Communicator, released in March 2026? Dheeraj Kakadia. The recently released the book Sanskritar Ratna Bhandar Bhavayar Itibrutto is associated with which folk music tradition? Bhavaya. But the book is authored by Jayanta Kumar Roy and Sangeeta Roy. Which state topped the medal tally in Kelo India Tribal Games 2026? Karnataka State. Mission Mitra under the Gaganyaan program has been conducted at which place? Leh Ladakh place. Which has become the first person of Indian origin to receive the World Prize in Physics? Jainendra K. Jain. The book called Janjati Gaurav has been published by which institute? Indira Gandhi National Center for the Arts. Which ministry has launched the VBG Ramji Youth Digital Campaign? The Ministry of Rural Development. Vikram 1 is a 4-stage orbital launch vehicle developed by which organization? Skyroot Aerospace, Hyderabad, Telangana. Which state became the first Indian state to commercially produce matcha tea, which got a GI tag recently? Assam state. Chandanagar's Jhalabara Sandesh, Janai's Manohara, and Balagar's traditional wooden, which means dinghy boats, are recently recognized geographical indication tags belongs to which state? West Bengal. Spiti sea buckthorn are also called charma and Saloni shaped makkah are also called white maize are recently recognized GA tags belongs to which state? Himachal Pradesh. Chamba metal art, Sirmauri Loya, Kennauri Topi, Sepuwadi of Mandi, Kennauri apple and Kennauri jewelry are recently recognized geographical indication tags belongs to which state? Himachal Pradesh. Who has been named Para Archer of the Year 2025 by World Archery? Seetal Devi, who is an Indian. Sabang port that was recently seen in news located in which country? Indonesia. Bharat Innovate Summit 2026 was jointly launched by India and which country? France. Which organization launched India's first orbital data center satellite called Mission Drishti Galaxy? Who was popularly known as the Bridge Man of India, who recently passed away at the age of 76 in July 2026? Girish Bharadwaj. Kwar hydroelectric project is located in which state or union territory? Jammu and Kashmir. Kendu leaf that was recently seen in news is known as the green gold of which state? Odisha. Which city launched the Dolphin Fronts initiative in April 2026? Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. As per Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade data, which Indian state received the highest FDI, which means foreign direct investments inflows? Maharashtra. Which organization recently launched the AI image generation model called Nano Banana to Google? Kaladi, that was recently seen in news, is a geographical indication tag, that means GA tagged dairy product of which state or union territory? Jammu and Kashmir. Which cricket team won the Women's Premier League title 2026? Royal Challengers Bangalore RCB. Which country won the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2026 title? Australia. Second place in the world, England. According to the Global Passport Index 2026, what is India's passport rank among 200 countries? 125th. Sweden secured the first place in the world. According to Henley Passport Index, what is India's passport rank among 200 countries? 80th. Singapore secured the first place in the world. Who has been conferred India's highest civilian honor, that means award, called Bintang Adipurna? Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India. Which team won the Pro Wrestling League PWL 2026 title? Haryana Thunders. Which state will be carried out the operation called Muskan 12? Telangana. The Vikshit Bharat Guarantee for Rojgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin are also called VBJ Ramji Act 2025 introduced how much minimum daily wage? 300 rupees. Which institution launched the campaign called one meal a day with millets. Indian Institute of Millets Research IIMR. Which country is the host of International Big Cat Alliance Summit 2026? India, Gujarat State. According to the Ministry of Panchayat Raj, which state secured the highest number of Panchayat Awards 2025? Karnataka. Who became the first Indian woman elected Fellow of the Meteorological Society for 2026? Kuljit Kaur Marhas. Project Hinichi is a joint initiative launched by the Narcotics Control Bureau NCB and which state government? Manipur. Which state recorded the highest number of new faunal, which means animals, species in Animal Discoveries 2025? Kerala. Which Indian has been named the South Asia Regional winner of Cambridge Dedicated Teacher Awards 2026? Soma Mandal. According to the National Crime Records Bureau NCRB, which state recorded the highest number of animal cruelty cases in 2024? Maharashtra. Who has been selected for the Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development for 2025? Graka Machal. Tara is India's first indigenous glide weapon system designed and developed by which institution? Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO. Which state government launched the operation called Kalanemi to expose and to eliminate fraudulent spiritual leaders who mislead the public under the guise of faith? Uttarakhand. Which Indian state has emerged as the largest contributor to India's renewable energy capacity as of December 2025? Gujarat. Operation Kayakalp was launched by which state government to improve infrastructure in government primary and upper primary schools? Uttar Pradesh. Project Super 50, a civil services examination guidance program, was launched by which organization? National Commission for Scheduled Castes NCSC. The Supreme Court of India recently recognized trauma care as a part of which fundamental right? Article 21. Which international body adopted the new global framework called Agreed Conclusions to improve access to justice for women and girls worldwide? United Nations. Operation Chakra 6, which is recently news for cracking down on digital arrest scams, was launched by which organization? Central Bureau of Investigation CBI. The exercise called Freedom Shield 2026, which is conducted between United States of America and which country? South Korea. What kind of disease is melanoma that was recently seen in news? Skin cancer. Lineshine supercomputer, which has been ranked as the world's fastest system, is launched by which country? China. What is the primary objective of ISRO's Aditya L1 mission? Study the sun and its effects on space weather. Pechora missile that was recently seen in news is best classified as which type of air defense system? Surface to air missile. Which two schemes were announced by the Union Finance Minister in the Union Budget 2026-7 for persons with disabilities? Divyangjan Kaushal Yojana and Divyang Sahara Yojana. The One Station One Product OSOP initiative has been implemented under which scheme for the Divyangajan artisans, PM Iswakarma scheme. What is Torshun that was recently seen in news? Near Earth asteroid NEA, who has been named the international event ambassador for World 10K Bangalore 2026 called World Athletics Gold Label Race, Blanka Vlasic, Croatian. Earth Observation Satellite N1, also called EOS N1, codenamed Anvesha, was primarily developed for which organization? Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO. What is the name of India's first cooperative based ride hailing platform launched in New Delhi? Bharat Taxi. Akatsuki mission, are also called Planet C, was operated by which space agency? Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, called JAXA. Nelapattu Bird Sanctuary is located in which state of India? Andhra Pradesh. Which institute is home to India's first Center of Design Excellence in Nuclear Engineering? IIT Hyderabad. Which institute has developed a biopolymer based smart seed coating technology? Indian Institute of Oilseeds Research, IIOR, Hyderabad. Etalin hydroelectric project is located in which state of India? Arunachal Pradesh, on the Dree and Tallow rivers. Dal Lake, that was recently seen in news, is located in which state of India or Union Territory? Jammu and Kashmir. The UFOSS, that means Underwater Fiber Optic Sensing System project, has been developed by which organization? Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO. Recently, where has the Public Works Department PWD made it mandatory to install QR codes on road signs? Delhi. Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana is implemented under which sub-scheme of Mission Shakti? Samarthya. What is the name of the multilingual artificial intelligence tool proposed in Union Budget 2026-27 to integrate agri-stack portals? Bharat Vistar. What is the name of the new platform announced for women entrepreneurs in the Union Budget 2026-27? She Mart. Which initiative was launched in the Union Budget 2026-27 to develop India into a global biopharmaceutical manufacturing hub? Biopharma Shakti. Which Indian shuttler won Maiden Badminton World Federation BWF Super 300 title at the Thailand Masters 2026? Devika Sehag. What is the name of the scheme implemented by National Cooperative Development Corporation NCDC to promote young cooperative entrepreneurs? Yuva Sahakar scheme. Designing innovative solutions for holistic access to justice, that means Disha scheme, is implemented by which ministry? Ministry of Law and Justice. Project Vault was unveiled by which country? United States of America. Which company launched the project called Glasswing to secure critical software infrastructure using advanced AI systems? Anthropic. Which Indian railway zone is the first in India to implement the next generation rail parcel application? South Central Railway. Which country proposed the new geopolitical grouping called the Hexagon Alliance? Israel. The precision strike missile is developed by which country? United States of America. Which country has launched the world's first sovereign financial cloud services infrastructure? United Arab Emirates UAE. Shashanag 150 is developed by which organization? New Space Research and Technologies NRT. What is the name of the scheme launched by the government to provide cashless treatment to road accident victims? PM Rahat scheme. Arrow 3 missile defense system is jointly developed by which two countries? Israel and United States of America. Suborbital launch vehicle for experiments are also called SOLVE. Solid motor has been developed for which mission? Gaganyaan mission. What is the name of India's first cyber security facility launched by Deloitte to protect connected infrastructure? Connect Safe. Which ministry launched Resa Timeless Tribal, a premium signature brand to promote tribal crafts and textiles? The Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Which city has been declared the sole capital of Andhra Pradesh under the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Amendment Act 2026? Amravati only. Umania is a flagship initiative of which platform? Government e-marketplace. The Samruddh Gram initiative is implemented by which ministry? The Ministry of Communications. INSLN DIVEX 2026 is a bilateral exercise between which two countries? India and Sri Lanka. Atal Pension Yojana APY is administered by which organization? Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority. What is India's rank in global military expenditure according to Stockholm International Peace Research Institute Report 2025? Fifth in the world. United States of America became the first place in the world. Which city's police has become the first police unit in India to introduce an AI powered multilingual feature? Bangalore Police. The Atlas drone swarm system was developed by which country? China. Vikram VT-21 project is launched by which organization? Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO. Hantavirus that was recently seen in news is mainly transmitted by which species? Rodent. Dhow that was recently mentioned in news is a traditional wooden sailing vessel used mainly in which ocean? Indian Ocean. Bensar Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which state? Uttarakhand. The Global Forest Goals Report 2026 was released by which organization? United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs. The seed scheme recently seen in the news is implemented for the welfare of which communities? Denotified, nomadic and semi-nomadic communities. Hapshan gas complex recently seen in news is located in which country? United Arab Emirates. Which force received the prestigious President's Color Award at a ceremony held in Ghaziabad? National Disaster Response Force NDRF. Which Indian city is the host of World Yogasana Championship 2026? Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center operates under which ministry? Ministry of Home Affairs. The corporate Mitra scheme has been launched by which ministry? Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The recently announced Baj battalions are associated with which organization? Indian Army. The Flamingo Revolution that was recently seen in news is associated with which country? Albania. Which state launched cyber safety campaign named Operation Surakshit Cyberspace in July 2026? Gujarat. Borjuli wetland recently notified as a biodiversity heritage site is located in which state? Assam. Which state government launched the Mavan Dhyan Satkar Yojana? Punjab. Which initiative of the Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR received the Gold Award at the National Awards for E-Governance 2026? ICMR Minds. Specialized investment funds have been introduced by which organization? Securities and Exchange Board of India (SEBI). In 2026, the United States of America celebrated which anniversary of its independence? 250th anniversary. The Vishwakarma Shram Samman Yojana has been launched by which state? Uttar Pradesh. INS Mahendragiri are also called F-38, which is said to be commissioned by the Indian Navy, belongs to which class of warships? Project 17A, Indigenous Guided Missile Stealth Frigate. The Pradhana Mantri Cha Shramik Prosthan Yojana has been launched for the upliftment of which group? Tea garden workers. The BrahMos missile is a jointly developed by India and which country? Russia. The Prambanan temple complex recently seen in the news is located in which country? Indonesia.